Okay, people. What's good? Welcome to Sunset Sunday again, another Sunday. This is Greg Smith, uh, hosting this with Kent Robertson. He'll be on here shortly. Thought I'd just add some stuff on here that I like. Grew up with in New York and Jersey. Grew up with the salsa. I am of Cuban descent, so that's just my thing. How's everybody doing? Hold on, let me turn this off. That's just my thing. This has come from Pandora. They have a station on there. So, welcome to Sunset Sunday. Uh, see what's going on. We're going to talk about one of the most important things that you can do in your business is to build your audience. I don't care what you're selling. Without an audience, people, you have no business. You got to have an audience. Okay. Without that audience, you have nothing to sell to. So you have to make sure that you have an audience. And that's what we're going to talk to. Okay. Stay tuned. Okay. Like I said, you got to have an audience, people. Without the audience, you have no business. If you was on last week's show, we had a mentor of mine, Rudy Smith. He's a retired minister. I guess he's been a minister 25, 30 years, I guess. He dropped some nuggets, I think. Some of y'all might have taken it wrong. We got into some religious talk, spiritual things and beliefs, and things that I've been thinking about and wondering for a long time about. And we'll probably be rerunning that sometime. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, so you can go check that out. But that's what's going on. We're in October, people. Fourth quarter of the 2021, people. What are you going to do? It's the last quarter to do anything for this year and to set you up for 2022. Can you believe that, people? 2022, and we've been almost 2 years into this virus thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of it. Me and Kent, we have started to on this in the course of going into the end of the year and in the season. We're gonna probably take a break in between, like we did last year, in between Christmas and New Year's, and don't come back till somebody after New Year's and the first of the year. That's what we always do. Look like Kent's on here now. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Not much of this. We're on live. I was playing some music before I came on.
See, you got started a little early, huh?
Yeah, I thought I'd do that. I didn't come on. It was just the overlay of the city, and you just had the music in the background. You probably can see it after the replay.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just got finished with dinner about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Oh, well, yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know how that is.
Oh yeah.
The dinner thing. You go out, you cook.
No, I did some slow cooking today.
Oh, what you slow cook?
Just a couple of steaks, cube steaks and some potatoes.
Well, I didn't tell you this. We got 2 more cats.
Huh?
I guess you didn't hear me. We have 2 more cats.
We have 2
more cats. Yes.
Two. Okay. No, I saw them. They were fighting. Yeah.
That was just in the last few days. I fed them, but my mother wanted to keep them because they're little. At first,
Okay.
the first of every anything we've had, we got a female, and I got
Oh,
to keep sneakers away.
yeah. Yeah.
He's
Keep
trying
tabs
to
on
hump her.
her.
Yeah, he's trying to hump her. Well, you know how that goes. Well, before you came on, I was telling people, we're going into 2022. We're in the fourth quarter of the year, last quarter when it comes to business and whatever. And I was actually telling the audience that we are on started. Well, we kind of started, but officially start Tuesday with an 8-week course on all how to market, how to sell, whatever you need to market or sell online. Tonight's show is going to be specifically why you need to build in your business. Your most important thing is your audience. Okay.
Right. Right.
Your audience, without an audience, people, you have no business. Okay. Think about this. All your big box stores, Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, what's the other ones? You go to Myers
Target.
or all these stores. Have you ever had a representative knock on your door telling you what the latest sale and stuff is? Have you ever had that?
No. No.
All right. So if you've never had those type of things happen to you, what makes you think as us as independent business owners that we're going to do that? Why would we chase you and knock on your door to tell you about a sale? This is not especially not in the internet days. Ain't no way. That's not even a
That's a great point.
viable kind of business model.
That's a great point.
This is the day of learning to market your brand, learning to market you, and build that audience is crucial with brand recognition, because Kroger's has brand recognition, Sears had brand recognition, all these big stores, Pathmark, Autos. You're not going to get a representative come to your house and tell you about a sale. What they do one or two things. Well, they do one things. I'm not going to say one or two things. They get you on their newsletter. You ever heard of that concept, the newsletter, autoresponder? All those type of things are marketing tools that as a business owner in the 21st century, you need. Even if you're not online, you have to have a way to connect with your customer base. Be it sending sales stuff through the mail, which with what's happening now with our mail structure, we got this fool postmaster wants to slow all that stuff down. Mm-hmm. So your most viable tool that you're going to have to get anything out to your customer base is going to be the internet. You don't have no control over that. Okay. It's going to be the internet. Coupons, digital coupons are a thing that you can get via the internet. All those type of things that we took for granted are now a necessity as far as business development, business building, all that kind of stuff. You got to have these tools. We have viable tools. This is why we're going in a training session on Tuesday, show you how to do these things. Okay. What's your thoughts on this, Kent? I mean, I won't do all the talking tonight. So,
I mean, it's like the days of the Pony Express are over. the days of the horse and buggy are over. The days of how they used to use this analogy, real popular back in post-World War II in the 50s. The days of the stork delivering of the news of your baby is over. And, even then, the big box stores at the time did not have representatives go out and say, "Hey, come to my store." And I'll give you an example: Sears and Roebuck, or as we used to know it when we were coming up, just as Sears. But in my grandmother's time, they were Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that, Sears and Roebuck. Yep.
Marshall Fields.
Yeah.
Lazarus here, in the Central Ohio area.
Yep.
Macy's. They didn't have representatives go out even in the 50s or 60s talking about, "Hey, come to my store." What does Sears do? They had a catalog just mass distributed.
Yep.
So you can pick out whatever product you wanted, circle it, call in that order. If you wanted it, great. If you didn't, you kept the magazine.
Right. So they give you, yeah. Go ahead.
So I mean that is a prime example of us as business owners on the internet. We're reaching out to an audience, to be sure, but we're not going to be the ones that every single day at a person's home at the risk of a no-show, or at the risk of a rejection, even though we know this is a rejection business. But we as businessmen, we also want to be vigilant with our time as you with your time.
Right. And today we don't have to even worry that much about the rejection as much as we did back in the day when you had to be, because we got these tools. We got the internet, we got video work 24/7, 365 days a year, 7 days a week, without getting tired or whatever, without saying, "Well, I don't feel like doing it," because if you put out and develop enough content in the right audience streams and media streams, they get to the right people, and those right people will either find the value and buy something to make a sale or whatever. Those are the kind of things you got to look at. But today, there's still this consensus out here. This is why I'm be raw. I'm a firm believer and against the concept of prospecting. Okay, in the digital age, and these are the examples of why we just gave you why I am. I even said this in the last week's training. Somebody was talking about, we were talking about prospecting, and Lisa Torres, she said she hates prospecting.
Hated it. Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah, I made a proof point about what I've been saying all along to a lot of people. Why would you prospect? I mean, why would you run around even online? Prospecting online ain't no different. You chasing somebody physically to the mall or whatever, or coffee shop and anything. The difference, the industry is network marketing or MLM, whatever you want to call it. You have to network. There's a difference between deliberately going after somebody for your business. That's what old school networking was taught. Today, the true essence of what networking was supposed to be about is here because of tools that we have. Okay, you can get, you can go online. I get into conversations with people online all the time, most of the time because they come to me. I use attraction marketing because of the stuff I may say in a post or a video or with this show that we have. That's what the attraction marketing concept is supposed to be about. It's not about me chasing you. I'm not chasing you about nothing. Look, if you find value in what we're saying, you'll hook up with us, you'll connect with us. If you don't find value, you won't. It's not no sweat off my fanny either way. But either way, we can help you. But you got to make the thing. If you are expecting real people the chase after you about something, we got the cookie. You be wasting your time. I'm not chasing after you. It's not lucrative to do that stuff today. Like I said, these big businesses don't chase after you. They put advertising content out, radio, whatever. Back in the day,
Right.
and back in that day, they didn't chase you. So it ain't gonna
Right.
be no different. And with the internet, with us individuals, you don't have to do that. This is about buying back your time so you can do what the hell you want when you want. Anyway, even more so for a beginner doesn't have to do that, because if they're taught how to leverage social media from the right out of the gate, you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be real influential. All you need to do is bring value-based info to the market, and the people that will find it valuable, they will respond. It is simple that way. You just gotta. It's not going to happen nothing happens overnight. I think the biggest problem today is that we got so many people expect instant gratification. They see people who say, well, we made $1 million in 6 months. Well, okay. Or we made 500,000 in 3 weeks. A lot of times you see stuff like that. People standing in front of Lamborghinis and houses. They don't even live in them. They renting them. They know somebody. They false advertise. There's a lot of false advertising information out on the internet. We should know that with all the stuff with the COVID messes going on. So we should know that. So what weird is my whole thing is I'm keeping it more real than most people in this industry are willing to do, because they, it's not, in business we want to make money, but to truly be right in business, you gotta be right. You can't be bullshitting people just because you want to make $1. It's about helping people. If we're in this business to help people, then we need to learn to be truthful about what's going on and how things go. I mean, do you agree on that? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, if we say we're in the marketplace to not only generate an income but help others generate an income, and we say that we care about other folks getting getting their businesses started, or uh, gaining a stronger presence online, then we need to be true to that standard. And I think you and I are true to that standard. And if anyone wants to hold us accountable, I say go right ahead, because Greg has been doing things like this for since 2016, and I've been in business with him since, oh my goodness, what, almost 13 years now.
I guess that's what has been
I
that
think
long.
I think it's been that long,
we've
and
been through different things. Yeah,
we've done different things, and obviously we don't agree on everything, but I don't know two people on this earth that do agree on everything.
yeah.
But
It's really not about that. It's just
partnership over time, and that's solid. So, and we say we are in business to help people, and we truly are in business to help people. But with that being said, I will say we're not going to say, please join our business because we have the cookie. We know we have the cookie. If you meet us halfway, we will and help you build your business, but we won't build it for you.
No. And you may not like the taste of the cookie we have, and that's fine. Okay?
Exactly.
That's fine.
Not believe it or not everybody likes chocolate chip.
No, some people like oatmeal raisin. Some people like macadamia or what's the other butterscotch and walnut or whatever. That's the glory of having a variety of stuff. But we're not gonna compromise our belief system and things because y'all don't like this or whatever. That's on you. That's not on us. Okay, we're not trying to appease to everyone, just the people that understand and get and relate to what we're saying. Okay, and there's a lot more probably that relate to what we're saying because there's a lot other people not saying what we're saying. Even the ones that say they are leaders, they're too busy worrying about whether these people like them or not. All I care about is if you relate to what I'm saying, and if you relate that much so we can help you, so be it. If not, so be it also. It's not about all that. I don't know. Some people just, like I said Wednesday at the training. No training port session or whatever is going to be 100% anything. Or, I said to somebody, I said, why are we talking about prospecting? And I said this before, why I joined MLSP was not, I wanted to get away from all that. I joined to have some kind of leverage. I didn't want to have to be showing somebody a marketing plan every night, as they were saying back in the Amway days, 5 or 6 nights a week. No, people didn't have that time. And people today ain't sure in the hell ain't gonna make that time today. You don't have to.
No.
Okay.
The driving the miles and looking forward to your no, because that no will lead you to a yes. So that might have and that model worked back in the early 70s, 60s, and some would even say in the mid 90s, but it's not practical for today's business model.
You got to take things in perspective of when stuff worked and why it worked versus how things work now. People like to hold on to certain things because they feel like, the internet was a big, social media and internet was a big disruption to a lot of industries. That includes direct sales and network marketing. Because what it did, it made those uplines kind of, if they didn't adjust, not needed in a way, because there was so much information and things, how to do things back then, that, the stuff that they were trying to give you, and if those teams or whatever didn't adjust and grow with the changing times, they were considered outdated. They were they're really considered outdated now for what you're saying. We're talking to this what's his name, Warner Taylor, that's on here, and he's part of My Lead System Pro, and he has said in one of his videos that people 19 to 20 years, and he was part of that rah-rah. Rah-rah is only good to a certain amount of time.
Right.
Then you have to put up some strategies on how do I get to move this and that. If you don't have, most of the network marketing leaders didn't have a strategy. They really didn't have any system. Their system, let's think about it. People who have been in, and I'm not knocking Amway, they did what they could. I'm talking about all of them. Because I'm going to just say this, all the network marketing companies that are out there back in the day modeled the Amway business model. Put it simple, that's what y'all did.
Exactly.
If you want to look at all those buy models, Herbalife, Nu Skin, all of them, they all their structure were from Amway. Okay, because Amway
Right.
was the one of the first in the modern times, quote unquote, of network marketing. Even though Madam C.J. Walker actually was the one that came up with the concept of network marketing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
treating business people or people like partners. That was her concept. That's what made her the first female millionaire, black or white, in
Mm-hmm.
America. Okay. But that, history things don't tell you that. They don't even tell you that in the network marketing industry. Because a lot of people want to believe, well, this company was the one. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
Amway started off as a wellness company, Nutrilite. Nutrilite was is bigger than GNC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're the
Mm-hmm.
ones that started out that way before the term Amway even came about. So a lot of people don't know that history. A lot of people that was on the training didn't know that history. I had to educate them on that. But see, the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing in this game right now is quit trying to we have to educate a lot of people. It's all about education. It's not even about trying to sponsor them. Because without the truths about the education, without them knowing stuff, they won't make a solid decision about doing anything. I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
convince you about whether this is good for you, but all I'm gonna give you is some facts. Like I said, if you want something different, if you continue to trade time for dollars, that's what you're gonna get. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
you cannot argue the fact or bitch about the rich and why they keep staying rich. We've said this once before, because the tax code is built for those who do not make money actively. It's built on two premises. It's built on business ownership and investments. Because you make your money through a W-2 system, they tax you the most. Plain and simple. Until you get into a W. What's the other one? The I can't think of another tax where you pay through investments. It's I can't think of it right now.
You're
But
talking about the 1099?
1099.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get from the
Oh,
W-2 to 1099.
let me say something real quick on that.
Okay.
For those of you who have the Cash App, myself included, I had just heard. When I say just heard, it was like I heard this last week on a lady's Instagram post, and she's a financial expert. I think her name. Forgive me if I butcher if I get it wrong, but it's ANAK a oh Anna Conundrum, I believe, but I know I probably butchered it up. But it's and sister, and her, and again it's Anna Conundrum. But she said for folks who receive a cash app of $600 or more, you are going to before tax season, you're going to receive a 1099K form because it's over that cash amount is more than more or $600 or more. You're going to get a 1099K form.
Okay.
Yep.
So right
So
there.
just wanted to put that out there for those who have the cash app and who are business owner and use that cash app. If you get paid more $600 or more, expect a 1099K form.
So right there, and you want to be in that realm because you pay the less on taxes because you got the availability to write certain things off for business expense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as Kent say, even with that 1099 KR or the 1099R, 1099R is a different thing. That 1099R is based off of your retirement. you still pay
Right.
higher taxes. That's the only one of the 1099 that you pay still about the same taxes as if you were working, because how you made your money. Now, if you get a retirement and then get a regular 1099 or 1099K, like Kent was saying, they put you in a different level of tax bracket where you can write off some certain things. Okay. This is where we've been trying to teach people about why if you want to see the taxes is killing most people as a W-2. Taxes are something else. Okay. And the what we got to really realize, and I'm not really a political person, but if the two parties that we see arguing about whether, right now about the infrastructure and all that, their whole purpose is to protect the system at all costs. Both sides. I don't give a shit. Democrat, Republican. Okay. Most of the people are either in the 100, 200, 300 million and a quarter tax bracket. And they're going to protect the system regardless of what they tell you, because they are protected by the system because of the money, how they make. Regardless if they make their money as a salary employee, most of them have written books, or, you see a lot of people writing books today. Okay. They put them in another tax bracket that helps cut the taxes on what they do. But you got to understand this. Most of them got other businesses and other things. The majority of people, especially black folks, we get into this thing about getting a job. And you hear some people talking about, especially the black women, if he ain't got a job on it. Well, this is the biggest problem with that. If you get a guy who got a job, but then he ain't got time to spend it with you, then you bitch about it. Because he ain't got time to spend with you because he's working. If you got a job, but he don't make a lot of money, and he can't do the things you want to do with him, you're bitching again. Because he ain't got a lot of money. Yeah, both ways, people. The biggest thing that's going to have to be, y'all need to look as a friend, couple, whatever, and look into investments or business ownership. They give you one or two things. Learn about money, invest in money, buy your time back, continuous cash flow. Those are the kind of things you want to have that kind of relationship. That, though, granted, the worst thing to do is to break up or have craziness over money and shit. But money is the biggest problem in any relationship because people got bills. It takes money to do things that you may want to do. It takes money to have the lifestyles you want to do and the time back to do the shit you want to do. A job does not give you that. Going from job to job because you don't like one job ain't going to change the fact that they're all are mandated by the same corporate bullshit. If you're a worker bee, if you don't own it, you are mandated by the same rules and regulations that all them jobs do. Going to another one, I don't care if you work for the state of any state, you got a state government or county, whatever, they all got that thing. Okay, yeah, you got unions and stuff, but still, unions have been getting a hit about certain things because you got people in them things that ain't about nothing. So it's a whole lot of problems. What'd you say? What did you say? Hello? Oh, did you freeze up on me?
I think you froze up on me.
Oh, I thought you froze up. No, you froze up. I said, what'd you say? Oh. Well, what I said to be, it doesn't make any difference. So the only way you're gonna get away from that stuff is if you own something. If you got a system that's gonna give you continuous cash flow without having to be there. There was a post of 50 Cent. I don't know if you saw this because I shared it on mine. He said, if you don't have residual income you're not making any real money. He said, if I wasn't doing the show, I ain't make no money. And he said, well, why would you give off? What did he say? Why would you? Somebody asked him, why would you give up on a show? He said, because I got them on autopilot. I'm going to get paid regardless if I'm there or not. Because I own it.
Right.
See, we are so trained in the concept of got to get up and go somewhere. Everyone to be trained to got to get up and go somewhere. Be trained to got to get up and go somewhere like to the beach or something where you want to do. Instead of hearing the BS at the corporate plantation and have them fools always micromanaging your ass. Don't get up based off the alarm clock. Be able to get up naturally because you finish sleeping. That's all. That's why I said I hate it. Now we're going in the fall, and a lot of y'all gonna be getting up in the dark and coming home in the dark because it's getting darker early. It's already dark. If you gotta be at work at 6, it's already dark then. Okay, people? You there. The summertime, 6 o'clock, sun out, sun coming up, that's over. Now you up in the crack of damn dawn and it's dark outside, and you're gonna be going to work, coming back home, and in about a month, the time is gonna go back.
Right.
So you're gonna be going getting dark about 5:30. Gonna be going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark. You're gonna be almost like a vampire. You know, so I know I've been there, people. I've been there. I've been there through in the 80s part of the night. I've been there. So I know. And I said I had to get out of that mess because it's really emotionally draining. Because you know, even with the time changes, that affects you in a lot of different ways. Okay.
It does.
It just does. So having to go to work in the dark and come home in the same dark, you be almost turning nocturnal and can't do nothing. You're too tired. Why live like that? That's why if I want to get up I get up when I want to, roll over, get up. If I get up, most of the time I get up between 11 and 12 sometimes. Depends. Unless I got a doctor's appointment, something like that. Fix my coffee, do what I need to do sometimes. Send out some emails. That's your lifestyle. Your business should turn into a lifestyle type of thing. Not your work is not a lifestyle. It's more of a necessity because of how it's mandated. Because you got to always be there. See, I make money through systems that I put out there or whatever. I don't have to worry about it like that. You guys got to understand. I got investments and all that. Those are the kind of things you got to look. You got to look for opportunities. I get opportunities all the time. There's some of them I've turned down because they weren't something I wanted to do, or some of them I've already been involved with. But you have to be looking for opportunity. Don't look for opportunity. Don't look for a job. And if you got a job, still don't look for another job. Look for opportunities that you don't have to always actively do something with. Make it so it can run by itself. And you got to have an audience for it. That's why we're talking about you got to learn to build a specific audience. It's like anything else. Hey, you know that show All Rise that was on CBS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that show.
Okay. It's moving to OWN. Okay. We'll be back on. But they built an audience that cried out, said, why y'all canceled that show? Because everybody liked it. So OWN picked it up. That's what I'm talking about, building that audience, because they said, y'all don't need to cancel that. There was a following. You can call it a following, an audience, or whatever.
Yes.
That liked that show. So that's the thing we are talking about, people learning to do that. That's why I say you should come and join us this week because we are getting into this this training. If you like stuff that you've been hearing, join my newsletter here, GregorySmith.online/newsletter. A lot of things it comes through that. I might not share on social media. You can get on through there, get on my newsletter, get my blog, get all that kind of stuff. I switched my my autoresponder, so there hasn't been. There's some glitches going on with Aweber from when I switched from there to MailChimp. So I might have to manually do that. That usually goes out, but as long as you're on my newsletter, you'll get stuff from me. Let's see. Here you want to be on. This is the training. Go here. $50, people. $50. You cannot beat that. Let's see. Where we go? Go here. Damn, I can't believe it's not even 8 o'clock and it's dark. I remember back in the summertime, it'd be still light. And I wouldn't start until 8:45 though, but you know. It's crazy how we lose time like that. Okay, where am I at? Let me go here. Just saw some birds flying. I don't know if they sound like seagulls.
You sure it wasn't a bat?
No, they were. There was a bunch of them. I haven't seen no bats. Flying around like that.
Okay.
I hope not. Ooh. Okay, let me go here. Let me go back here. Share. I just found another system, streaming system also. Let me see.
Oh,
here it is.
almost like StreamYard, or
it might, yeah, but it might be even better because of what it allows you to stream to them. There's some other features. Okay, here it is. Live 8-week boot camp. We've been advertising this. We begin Tuesday, October 5th, 8 p.m. people. So hurry, you can sign up now. Okay? Because even if you don't sign up, there's recordings you can get. $50. Would you trade 8 weeks to acquire the skills to make money for the rest of your life? Let's see what this video says. Is it going to come up?
Hello, my friend. Congratulations. We're so excited you found this website. Somebody cared enough about you to bring you over to this website. This is very time sensitive. The number one marketing system for home business owners has come together, and we're flat out going to go down. We're going to help you, show you how some of these guys and gals, 8 top earners, are coming together to show you how they've generated $4.5 million in commissions.
Oh, come on.
On the side as they become top earners in their companies, as they acquire more customers, as they sign on more reps, and as they grow their business. Bottom line, if you are wanting to make more money, money in your specific business. What we put together for you right now, right here, right now, it's about to disappear. This can change your life. And in fact, I'm going to send it over to my friends. They're going to explain what's on the table. Congratulations for finding this website. And we're going to start by clearly defining the number one problem for home business owners, which is cash flow. Let's dive in.
One of the biggest problems that home business owners face is sales and cash flow. And I pointed out earlier, I'm business minded, I'm sales minded. There's lots of things you can learn, but without sales and cash flow, it's kind of rough going. So, you go through the rejection, chasing people around, chasing people on Messenger, which is something I never do. I don't know about you, it's just not my thing. No value exchange. Lisa, how many times did you say add value? Yeah. The industry often teaches us just pitch, move on. You've been working hard, but you're not developing influence, and you get desperate and you start to spam, or maybe somebody's telling you to spam. And at the end of the day, you feel deflated and defeated. I used to feel like that back in the day. I was supposed to go put 1,000 flyers out on people's cars, and people would yell at me and call me up and leave me nasty messages. It was scary. There's zero leverage, zero automation, no long-term strategy, not getting customers, not getting new reps. And I want to go through this because you guys all know what this is. You guys know what I'm talking about. The vast majority of people are not making the kind of money that they want, and they're not being shown plans and options and strategies. But you have to have a plan, and you have to have a strategy, and it's not your fault if you haven't been given any type of roadmap. I remember this. They used to say this to me: just talk to more people. I used to come to the meeting, and I'd be frustrated, and and it's like, just talk to more people. So would you like our help to finally get customers and close sales like the top earners, so you can start making what they promised you? This is the 8-week Make Money Bootcamp. It's 8-week live experience to see how the industry's top people close sales, make money in any business, so you can make money in yours. Lisa, me, Aaron, Stacy, mentioned Mark, Stephen, and Lenacia. Now this one is the one I always like to joke about. How many of you guys are introverts? I've known Sean Johnson for years. You've known Sean Johnson for years, haven't you? Sean, you never see Sean, and then all of a sudden you find out that he's one of the top earners in everything he does. And I've known him for years, but he's kind of quiet in the background, and I can't wait because I was so thrilled to find out that he'd be teaching with this, because I'm dying to know. After I've known Sean for 10, 12, 13 years, I'm dying to know what this dude does, because I don't know what he does, but I know he does something. So, and then of course we have Todd and Leah Ray, and these guys are just marketing geniuses. They got started here, and also in network marketing. They moved into e-commerce. They're also teaching people about how to create their own products and coaching programs. These are the eight people that are going to be teaching for the 8 weeks, and I think it adds up to like $3,534. I wish they had like a little ticker, like it kept moving, because it's going up every minute. Gosh knows somebody made money during the time that we were here. So the goal, it's to help you make more money. It's not theory. No hype and fluff. And basically they're going to grill us, like flambe us, to find out what we're really doing. It's exciting because each of us does different things, but if you watch, you'll see that the thought process behind it all is the same. 8 weeks to transform your business and cash flow. So it starts Thursday, September 30th. It's going to be for 8 weeks on Thursday nights. Everything is recorded. Everything belongs to you for life. It's a big question people have. The product belongs to you forever. You can come back and refer to it over and over. And we joked about this, but what would you pay to hire these people? $6. And I'm going to just skip through this a little bit. Would it be worth $1,000? I've paid more than $1,000 for stuff like this. Round tables, fly on the wall types of things. Would it be worth $497? Would it be worth $297? Of course it would. But it's $50. Okay, it's $50. And as we always say, is it okay if we give you more? And something big announcement tonight.
Okay, what? Did it freeze on me?
Yeah, I think it froze.
Let me try. Okay. Well, you guys got the gist of what we're talking about, what's available here. Diane Hawkman just showed you what you will get for the 8 weeks for $50. Those top trainers that are here, equivalent to nobody. I don't care what network marketing company you are in. None of them are teaching you that. Not even Amway. Okay, I don't care if you're in Amway.
Right.
All these companies, no network marketing companies teaching what you'll learn from these top marketers, and all of them been everywhere. Even Lisa Torres, when she mentioned she was in Amway. They're not teaching this stuff. They are still doing this old school craziness that really does not work. I'm gonna be honest with you. It does not work. It doesn't work to the point where it needs to work. Yeah, you could drive a horse and buggy on 270. That's in Columbus, Ohio, Alabama, but you'll get your ass ran over.
Woo!
That's what you want to do. Why do a horse and buggy method when you have an easy leveraging type and you can learn? Doesn't make sense. Even if they're, in network marketing, you have to help people be successful. That's how you get paid. It just doesn't make any sense to me that if you're into helping people be successful in that, you got to change with the market. The market's changed. The market is not the same. The market's not the same 5 years ago. The market is really not the same from 2 years ago because of what's happened with COVID. Okay?
That's it.
Right now, the real training will begin October 5th. This Tuesday, 8 p.m. And you guys, you can drop $50. But see, this is the problem with a lot of people. I was watching the news today. What the lotto?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? $500 million or some shit like that now?
What is it, like 670 million now? Yeah.
Something like
And
that.
nobody
Yeah.
won.
Nobody won.
Yeah.
This is the attitude of too many people. You guys will drop $50 that you could invest in this program. You'll drop $50 on that lottery thing, and the odds for you winning that are so against you. But the consensus of a lot of people is that, well, you can't win if you don't play.
Don't play.
You can't win. The odds for you winning are not there even when you do play. That's what we're trying to say. And too many of y'all are going to do that instead of learning something. It's because we live in such an instant gratification climate. People they want instant gratification. They don't want to do the work. You're going to work. I just said this in a video before it. You're going to work regardless what you do. Okay? The question you need to ask yourself is, who you going to work for, whose dreams you're going to make come true versus you and your families. That's the question you need to answer yourself. See, this ain't about me and Kent. We the messenger. Okay? This is not even about us. We just here to let you know the facts. Like I said, the odds of you winning the lottery are so against you. The odds of you doing what you want with this program, with this training, are more directed for you to win than any time you do the lottery. But a lot of y'all gonna go up there and want to play the lottery because you hear all this bullshit from misinformation like the COVID and y'all.
Hey, Greg.
What?
Hey, we have a question from an audience member. It's It's Chris. Do you see it?
Let me see. I see a comment. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, it says white folks. Let's see. Yeah, let me put it. It says white folks are quicker to invest in their money than black folks. True or false? Yeah, there are some. You know why?
Yeah, I don't think she said anything wrong. No,
that's true. And you know why that is? Because we've been trained. And I'm gonna get into something that we talked about last week. Chris, you should have been on last week's show. We have a friend of mine, Rudy Smith, who's a minister. And this is why black folks are quicker to invest in stuff like this. To me, black folks got the Jesus complex. Okay, why I say that is, if you don't understand what that is, you need to look at last week's show. We've been told a lot of different things to keep us down. That means from religion to finances and everything else. And we've passed that down from generation to generation. Okay. Then we got this. We got this generation now walking around talking about they woke. They ain't woke. A lot of them need to go back to hell to sleep. Okay. Investing. We got the Jesus complex, and then we don't understand money, and then we don't understand the job thing. We're in a time now, contrary to what people want to believe. We're in a time now that was like the beginning of the 20th century. There was a time what they called the farming age. The farming age was when people, their jobs were their farm. Okay. Right. But when the industrial age came, everybody was running to the big city to get the jobs, work for somebody else. It's just like black folks. I live here. We live here in Columbus, Ohio. There's an area called Mount Vernon, Longstreet, totally black populated, had businesses back in the day before I was born, basically. Back in that time, black folks owned a lot of business, but that's not just here. That's all over the country. What did we do? Sure. We gave up black businesses to run the white stores so we could sit at the table. Who in the hell wants to sit at the table? And if you don't own the table, just because they let you in don't mean they want you there. We give up a lot of stuff and don't realize we need to own stuff. It needs to be a re-education of the black community about this. And we too much running to places like you just said, and we need to learn to invest in our own selves, invest stuff into bringing our communities or for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And you're right, it is. Black folks, white folks invest in themselves more than black folks. And they do, and they invite folks invest in themselves more than Latinos. And Latinos, and I'm half Latino, invest in themselves more than black folks. So it's just a whole mess of it's been a hot mess for a while. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, it does. So I wish you were on the show last week because you would have had a lot of questions to ask Mr. Rudy.
Oh yeah. And a favorite line for those who watched the movie Malcolm X with Denzel Washington, it was like, yeah, I can get you. One of the favorite lines is, "You want me to show you how to bust out of prison?" He's like, "Well, yeah, Daddy." He'll start talking. He said, "No, man, I'm not talking about these concrete walls or anything, because as soon as you get out of here, you're still in prison. I'm talking about getting out of the prison of your mind." And a lot of us, unfortunately, we are still locked into that dogma that if you go to work for someone else and have that job for at the very least 20, 25 years, maybe even 30 years, you're going to retire. I think folks now, you can wake up to that notion that is not going to happen. the average person now going into the job market, you're not going to have that job. You're if you want to be in the workforce, you're not going to have that job for more average. You're not going to have that job for more than 10 years. If you do, it's by sheer luck, because the market has changed. The market has changed, and the internet has helped brought about that change in the workforce. So
Big disruption.
So you would have to, at the very least, thinking about investing in you, having your own business with a solid business model. And Greg and I are just here to show you, hey, we've got the cookie to help you get to that level that you want to get. And we're not talking about, just being multi-millionaire. I mean, yes, in this industry, yes, there are some millionaires in that industry, but they put in the work to do that. Are you willing to put in the work to do that? If you are, then hey, we can direct you to the tools. But whatever you do, you're going to have to put in. You're going to have to put in the work. It's not
And why not?
going to be like cash $20, maybe $10 lottery ticket. That's not going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen.
You might as well put in the work for yourself. See, with this thing that we're doing, that's starting officially Tuesday, you talking about a $3,000 value they could have charged. You're gonna get all this information for $50. You see some black people that are on the panel that are gonna be teaching you. So there are black people that are grasping these concepts to learn, to invest in their own stuff, to help their own families and stuff. That's what we gotta learn to do. And today, with the internet, everybody's walking around with one of these devices. But everybody, all they want to do is shake that ass, play Candy Crush, and that ain't putting no money in their pocket. Okay? That's all we know. That's why no money in their pocket. And I'm talking about a $50 investment that can change the rest of your life. But like I said, there's gonna be some of y'all gonna go in there and place that $50 into that lottery, and then when you don't win, that $50 is gone. If you don't like what's going on in this trading, they'll give you your money back. Now it got to be within 30 days. Ain't gonna just give you the money back. You get that, that don't work that way. But you know what I'm saying? You'll get your investment back if you don't get this thing. You don't like it, you get your investment back. You don't get that investment back with the lotto, people. Once that money's gone, it's gone. It's fuera. It's bye-bye. So, what makes more sense? Invest in yourself at this link right below at this lower third. That's what makes more sense. Like I said, we're going into what, fourth quarter 2022, trying to help as many people we can. Because me and Kent, we're already in this thing. We start and we're going to wait. 2022 is going to be a different damn year. You hear me? 2022 is going to be a different damn year. Kent going to be out of his job 2022. I'm putting it out there. Kent, you're going to be out of his job 2022.
Kunta will be free. Kunta will be free.
There's already a lady that with this program has matched or surpassed her own income. She told them bye-bye. If you were to be able to match your income, whether that may be, you still have the freedom to do what the hell you want to do. If you like the income that you're making, that's all it's about. It's always been about income. But the income to a place that you can't stand, you got to get up every day, especially like I said, it's getting dark, coming home in the dark, getting up in the dark. Who the hell wants to do that? We're talking about freeing you from that shit. That's what we're talking about. But you got to make the investment right here, people. That's all I can say. We just showed you a little bit of what that is going to entail through that video. Right there. The lower third, people, that's the investment. That's the link. We're at the top of the hour here. Me and Kent. Any other questions out there? If you got any other questions out there, the person that asked that question, you got any more things you want to ask? Just shoot them out here. So we just here, people. Like we said, we are just the messenger. That's all we are. We're the messenger. And if you don't relate to the message, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. And that's all it's going to ever be. It's about the message. It ain't about us. We just the messenger. So, I can't believe how 8 o'clock. We have lost. Really, we've lost 2 hours of daylight since July. So,
no doubt.
Yeah, it's crazy. So if there's not any other questions, criticism, comments, me and Kent, we, like I said, we're here every week. We're going to be curtailing, give you a little bit about what we've been learning through the course. This thing is going to run up until probably after or maybe the week of Thanksgiving, I think, when I saw the schedule.
Say, yeah, 8 weeks. We're either a week before or right up to the week of Thanksgiving.
And I think we might do, depending on how that runs, that Sunday may be our last show for the season. We're gonna take a break also.
Yeah, because hey, we need a break too. I know Greg needs a break from me, and I need a break from him. So hey, it is what it is. But we'll be back strong. But we gonna finish out these 8 weeks strong, folks.
Yeah, and we did this last year. We took a break between Thanksgiving and Christmas anyway.
Yes, sir.
So we just here to help. What I might be doing is running some old shows through this platform. We won't be live, but the shows will be. Yeah,
and I got a feeling, hopefully that Mr. Rudy will be on one of the highlights, and yeah, I gotta give out. I hope my daughter is on. It will be on one of the highlights as well.
Oh yeah, I've already kind of those. I've picked out a few of them. What I'm gonna do. I got another software that runs. I forgot I do have another software that runs pre-recorded stuff live. I haven't tried it out yet, so I might use that during the holiday. So, all these digital tools I got back last year, I'm put that in place. So, people, it's all about helping. There's a saying: you help enough people get what they want, the universe will take care of you and give you what you need or want. That's it. That's all this was about. And it is so much easier when you got leverage on your side, what we got with tools and services right now. So that's why we do what we do. With that being said, if there's no more questions, we're gonna sign off here because I'm a little bit hungry. One of my shows is on now. But I can see that later anyway. It's no big deal. But I don't know if there's no more questions. Like I always say every Sunday night, a lot of y'all stressed. This is not my quote. This is Les Brown. Les Brown always says Sunday night heart attack rate goes up 35, 44, 54. It's probably 85% now. Okay? Don't let corporate America put you in an early grave. I know there's another person that I know that just died this week. They had his funeral. He's from the Dominican Republic. I know his name was we call him Polo Leo Leopoldo Hernandez. Shout out to his family.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, great. Piggyback off that. A high school classmate of mine, and unfortunately, it was COVID related. He passed away earlier this week. We used to sit across each other from each other in English and in our junior English class. So junior high or junior English class in high school. We were juniors. We came out together in '85. Passed away. Shout out to Tom Jacobs, and my condolences to your family. Rest in peace, brother.
85. Wow. 1985. I
Yes,
was
sir.
26. I was between 25 and 26 years old then.
Okay.
Depending on when. Yeah. 1985. Damn. Woo.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a rough almost 2 years with all this COVID mess. People don't, like I said, don't let these jobs put you in the early grave, because they'll put your job in the paper before your obituary be in there, and that ain't right. You hear me? That ain't right, folks. It's out here. You do not have to be a slave to corporate America anymore, because the tables have turned. They are looking for more people. They can't fill jobs now.
That's
They
right.
can't fill jobs because the COVID has woken up a lot of people to the fact, I don't need corporate America for the BS. Okay? We did a thing on this 25-year-old woman that single mother that put together a coaching client playing with her those government checks that they were sending out.
Yeah.
She invested it, and she turned $1,200 into $1.5 million. See, that's what we're talking about. Quit playing the stupid lotto. Right here, down here, investment.
She definitely used that stimulus check to her advantage, and Greg and I have been saying for well over a year now, hey, you invest in your business and you get it to grow, you generate that income, that will be your stimulus package.
Yep, that will be your stimulus package. You ain't got to worry about whether they're going to send another one out. Create your own stimulus package. Right here, folks. That link is where you can change your life for the rest of your life, okay? With that being said, my name is Greg Smith. This is Kent Robertson. We've been in business for a while. We're here every Sunday, 7 o'clock right now. I've been doing this since 2016. Started on this thing, a phone, transferred it to this kind of panel situation, okay? So anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. With that being said, people, peace, take care.
And
Invest in
this
yourself, people.
Sunset Sunday?
Invest in yourself, people, okay? We're out.
And as we say, this is a wrap.
Yep, that's what you say. This is a wrap. It's a wrap.
Thank you.